Good day, everyone. I'm Elmer A. Aguilos III from BSMU 1B, and I'm going to discuss about IT issues and challenges. Let us start with issues of IT. So, before we start, let us define the issues of IT. These are minor disruptions to everyday operations that may or may not have significant consequences. These type of issues might not seem like they are immediately affecting your business, but they can or probably will if they are ignored long enough. So here are the 5 most common IT problems and how to solve them. First, we have lack of employee. Internal security measures. Perhaps the most serious technology issue in business is employee security. In fact, 48% of all data breaches are because of negligent employee. Employees carry sensitive data with them all the time and can be easily lose data to phishing attacks, weak passwords, unauthorized access to information. To mitigate this risk, it's important to create a map of who has the access to sensitive information within the company's computer network and restrict access when necessary. Or, to tackle weak password and phishing attacks, it's important to educate your employee and implement policies such as BYOD or Bring Your Own Device policy. Next, we have here outdated equipment and software. Using outdated equipment and software is a big problem to IT in business. This is especially true for small businesses. A lot of business owners can suffer from the complexities of integrating new hardware or software into their existing network. Budgetary restraints are also a huge pain point small businesses face. Next, we have new technology integration. Before introducing new technology to a business, take the time to evaluate the current hardware to determine if it's compatible and upgrade where necessary to avoid integration issues. Next, data loss and recovery. Data can be lost from a number of events such as power outage, cyber attack, equipment malfunction, and human error. And lastly, we have a lack of comprehensive solution. The world of business moves at a fast pace, and it can be tempting to keep applying a simple fix to technology issues in business. Unfortunately, applying a band-aid style solution will only cover up the root of the problem. So if the same issues keep happening, that means it's time for a comprehensive solution. Find the root of the problem and eradicate the issues by either replacing equipment and software or addressing a potential security risk. Now, we have the challenges of IT. So here are 10 technological challenges. Although technology is undoubtedly making our lives easier, the ease of access to shared information presents in a wide range of legal implications for businesses. First, challenges that faced by IT is data security. Data security concerns posed by advances in technology, the manner in which consumers, businesses, and other organizations use the technology will be a significant concern in the years ahead. Data-related issues permeate virtually all evolving technologies, with huge amount of business and personal data transmitted and stored electronically, and opportunities for data breaches are dramatically increased, and business must anticipate quick response to satisfy a patchwork of state and federal data breach regulations. While those regulations continue to raise the standards for data security practices, contracting parties also expect greater accountability for these standards Enhanced encryption and biometric may also provide solution for some of these problems. Next, we have big data. By one estimate, computer and device users create over 2.5 quintillion bytes of data daily. This is the world of big data. Technologies to analyze, use, and in some cases commercialize such vast amount of data are beginning to be more widely developed. However, the significant productivity gains, the commercial opportunities are offset by serious security concerns and encroachment on privacy. Major issues will include who should control and be compensated for much and such data. Next, we have cloud computing. Cloud computing continues to show great promise for major costs, savings for businesses, and convenience for customers. Yet, as more software application and other computing resources are hosted and accessed online in the cloud, data privacy and security risks are increasing, and contracting and licensing norms are evolving and becoming more difficult to manage. Fourth, we have open source software. Non-proprietary open source software applications offer many benefits and cost savings, but compliance and with open source license terms can be tricky. If not handled properly, use of open source software can compromise ownership of company software and jeopardize acquisitions and other significant business transactions. Next, mobile payment. Several security and several consumer surveys suggest that we keep better track of our mobile devices than we do of our wallets. So, the rapid spread of mobile payment is no surprise. However, liability issues remains to be worked out for many transactions. Misdirected payments, unauthorized access and accounts balance mistakes, among others, that may not go as intended. Next, we have social media related liabilities. Widespread businesses use the social media tools means that companies must maintain and communicate clear policies of acceptable practice and ensure compliance with applicable terms. Because many legal pitfalls exist, including running foul of state-level sweepstakes regulations with online promotions, failure to comply with relevant FTC guidelines when using social media for online marketing programs, inadvertent infringements of third-party intellectual property rights when posting content, and contract breaches because of non-compliance with social media platform rules. Next, we have wearable computing. Google Glass computer watches more elaborate than what Dick Tracy might have imagined, and other wearable computing devices such as boundary of mobile computing even further than the still recent wonders of smartphones and tablets. The tie-in of these devices with biometric monitoring and monitoring access and control over potential conveniences while also presenting additional risk. The privacy, security, and liability issues with such devices likely dwarf and smaller concerns, for example, texting while driving, raised by our non-wearable mobile appendages. 8. We have the Internet of Things, electronic tagging and tracking of objects, people with barcodes, RFID devices, and other technologies, and communicating the resulting data about locations, movements, and status. So-called Internet of Things is on the cusp of becoming reality. While this technology may offer many benefits to businesses and consumers, the privacy issues posed by the Internet of Things are similar to the issues surrounding big data. We have virtual currencies. Offering convenience for many online transactions, virtual currencies such as Bitcoin fill a growing marketplace niche. However, unlike for sovereign currencies, which are subject to varying degrees of regulations, virtual currencies do not fit neatly into existing legal framework. In addition, these facts have not gone unnoticed by criminal elements and provides another reason that mainstream consumers and businesses are wary about the acceptability of digital currencies. And lastly, we have remote automation and control. The remotely automated, controlled, and monitored smart office and smart home, even smart cities, are now reality. However, a close look at the fine print about responsibility for accidents and mistakes reveal. So that's all, and thank you for listening.